How often do we get so tunnel visioned about what we think we know that we stop listening to what's being shared? We think we know all the answers before the questions ever get asked. We think we know the outcomes before we even get there. Our reading from Acts takes us to a time and a place where the Spirit of the Lord seems almost too good to be true. The Spirit was so alive that God literally brings people back from the dead. The Spirit was so alive that people actually had to do something with it. They had to go. They were awakened from their sleep, called by the Spirit, and they listened. They had to listen. They had to accept that they didn't know everything. Before we give any answer, can we be people that listen? Can we listen to what's actually being asked? And who are we missing? What are some of the other questions we're not asking or we're not paying attention to? Maybe questions like, what does it look like to follow Jesus? Or how do I become someone who knows resurrection? Or maybe something like, how do I get through addiction or depression or my divorce? Losing my partner of life, watching as my kids drift away, seeing my own future close, watching as the world slips away one news broadcast at a time. To hear the Spirit in any of this, to know a living Spirit with incredible power, this kind of faith and understanding requires us to actually listen to each word as it's spoken. Not able to trust what we already know the outcome of or already have a handle on what we will experience. The disciples thought they knew what to expect. They thought they had the handle on the world. I mean, if there's one thing we can be certain of in this world, it's that the dead stay dead. If that's suddenly up for grabs, then what's next? When the disciples sent for Peter, it wasn't because they were hoping he could make everything better. It was because Peter was their only hope. The only person who could save Tabitha was God, and they knew this. It was out of desperation that they found hope. Stepping into a world that we feel so far away from everything good, we are searching for God. Can we listen? Can we hear the questions before shouting out an answer? Can we actually believe in the power that raises the dead and brings them to life? It's then we find the truth we've been waiting to hear, and we hear God's response saying, you are loved, you are valued, you are mine.